Grace and peace, friends. Thanks so much for being one of the donors to the Thesaurus Chapter House. It's an incredible ministry. It really is. I mean, we've been doing this since 2019, and it continues to be the most rewarding work of my life. And I tell you, every day I get a front row seat to incredible stories of inspiration and transformation in our pastors. And I was thinking this week about Paul's words to Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 2, where he says, "Study to show yourself approved, a workman inspired and enlightened by God." And I think that's what our chapter house pastors are doing. I mean, they come, they get spiritually refreshed, but more than that, they get practical tools for ministry. We use this formula that we've developed over the last few years and that I really workshopped in a lot of my training doctoral students. We call it the Peace Formula. If you want some information about it so you know kind of how we design our curriculum, I can give it to you. But that's not the point. The point is that when they come, their heart gets ministered to, and their brains get ministered to with these deep theological conversations, these great Bible studies, and then their hands get ministered to. I mean, they get tools for how to do ministry. I mean, best practices, insights, and not just, something out of a book, but particularized content to their circumstances and their situation so that they know exactly how to lead in their context. It's so good and so good. In fact, one of our guests from the last retreat, he said to me, he goes, "I've got 2 master's degrees and a doctorate degree, and I've learned more from coming to the chapter house than I did in all my years of higher education." I thought, well, that's pretty great. And I said, "You only been here twice. Like, you've been here for 2 retreats, this one and then one, 2-3 years ago." And he goes, "Yeah, that's right. I learned more in 4 total days of designed curriculum at the chapter house than I did in, let's see, what, 8-9 years of post-bachelor's education." So that's awesome. I mean, that's so exciting and so inspirational, and we just thank God for all that He's doing. We ask that you pray with us and keep supporting us. Of course, many of you know we received a $200,000 funds matching grant that'll come in at the end of this year. So what we're trying to do now is gather all our donors together and ask people to prayerfully consider if they'd be part of helping us meet that $200,000 goal. If we can raise $200,000, we'll receive $200,000. We'll get $400,000, and that's going to take us out of that level of just barely making our bills and just getting by to a level where we can start thinking about long-range planning, opening additional chapter houses, hiring a couple of key staff, making sure that all our operations are going full tilt ahead, and most importantly, let's stop renting out the house to Airbnb and just make it available more and more and more for more pastors and more ministry and more training, because what we do really well, and it's exciting. Anyway, grace and peace, friends. If I can do anything for you or the people God has called you to love, then please don't hesitate to reach out. Cheers.